So this video is from the summer of 2019. May 15th, I went to American Health Imaging, had an MRI scan. What was going on was on the left side of my neck, underneath my skull fracture, I was leaking brain fluid into this wound that had become infected also, and it putrefied over the course of about a year. It would heat up and it would swell up like a balloon. And whenever I would eat something dairy or something like that, it would deflate within seconds like a balloon. It is like so weird. It appears round, it's small. May 15th, you can see worms clearly around this mass. Then I went for the X-ray at American Family Care, AFC in Roebuck, and this thing was like so putrefied. It showed up on a standard X-ray, no contrast. It looked like a small eggplant. On the 3rd of August, I went back to St. Vincent's East Hospital, Birmingham, Alabama, Ascension Health. I had a CT scan done with contrast, and as you can see that it looks like a small eggplant. So on the 15th of August, I go to Northside Medical, Henry Medical Associates, affiliated with St. Vincent's Hospital. This is off Deerfoot Parkway near Trussville, and you can clearly see this thing it reached the peak about this time. It would swell up so bad I had problems breathing and swallowing. It would swell up. I could feel it impinging into those passageways. And it seems like at least 5 or 6 doctors total looked at all of these images. That is, doctors that I believe were trained to be able to look at these images and tell what was in them. Not a single one of them spotted any of this stuff. Didn't spot the worms. Didn't spot the skull fracture break. Didn't spot the black mass the size of a quarter and shaped like an eggplant. So this nest, it would make sounds as I would lay in bed. It would make squeaking sounds, squirting sounds, chirping sounds, and you could hear sounds like flowing water, all coming from this area in my neck where this nest was. Yeah, and finally what happened to this thing was I was laying in bed one night, and it would I had these nightly recurring attacks. It was about the same time in the evening, like 7 o'clock in the evening or 6 o'clock, something like that. And so what finally happened was I was laying in bed and it would just swell up, right? And I was used to this thing swelling up. It was very painful, very uncomfortable. And finally, it just burst. When it burst, I could feel, I had no idea what this was. I didn't know if it was a blood vessel, a cancerous tumor, or, whatever. But when it burst, I could feel something moving around, like swimming madly, violently into the corners of whatever area these parasites had burrowed out. It was horrible.